Hi, Tracy McKay here with HotMetroFinds.com, and we're featuring today G3 Studios for their real unique handcrafted woodwork as featured in the current issue of Our magazine, just out. We're really excited to point out this article with their pictures of a specialty item that they're doing, the Peppermills. So yeah, let's hear a little bit about the work that is going on here, right directly from the craftsman himself.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm here with Yvonne and under Tracy, and they're here to take a look at our studio of our shop. We're down in the inventory room right now to show you some of the products we've got. Our feature products are always our signature Peppermills. They're all handmade. Every different color you see in the mills is a different piece of wood, and it's all the natural colors, no dyes or stains. There's many other products we have here. There's vessels, we've got game boards, and all kinds of things that we make. It's all handcrafted here in Walled Lake. This is something we've been doing for, this is what, our 5th year now?
It's our 5th year.
5th year, doing it full time, and we're absolutely having a blast. You have anything you want to add, Yvonne?
Well, follow us out to the shop. We're going to show you where we make these special items, our Peppermills being our signature. Follow us out to our shop, and we'll show you what we do. I'm here again with Tracy from HotMetroFinds.com. We're Greg and Yvonne from G3 Studios, and we're going to take you into our wood shop and show you how we make some cool wood products.
We'll see you inside. Alright, the next stop in our tour with G3 Studios is the workshop where all of the things happen, right here in Walled Lake, Michigan. So let's start the tour here. Greg, let's do it.
Here we are. Take a look at my, I call it my man cave. This is just some of the lumber assortments I have here. There's quite a variety of woods from all over the world. And also, there's a little stack of woods that I'm working on right now. I don't know if you people have ever seen purple wood. This is a wood from South America, and that is actually the color of the wood. It's a wood called Purple Heart. There's a lot of other woods in here that I'm using, in the process of using, but basically what I do is I take all these woods and I cut them up into strips and glue them together into patterns to start my process of gluing or making my objects out of there. But as you can see, all those different colors, those are different woods that I put together. They start in a pile like this, and I cut them into strips and glue them together. And they end up going into a process of a lot of cutting and gluing and piecing things together to construct these signature Peppermills of ours. I can't show you all the speed secrets of how we make this, but I can show you some of the basic steps. This is where it all starts here. So, but yeah, these are all different woods from all over the country, and here you can see quite the stack of the cutoffs. I'm always working on new projects, different things. These are little pieces that are left over from previous projects that I'm sure someday I'll turn them into something, hopefully not into firewood, but I'll cut them up and make them into something, or into some other creative process of maybe Peppermills, or even some of our smaller things like pens and cutting boards and keychains and crochet hooks. There's a lot of things that we make. So, is there anything you want to add?
The forestry. They are sustainable, forest-sized
Forestry woods, yeah. A lot of the woods that we use. I don't know if people are aware that wood is I mean, it's pretty obvious. Wood comes from trees, and trees are a renewable resource. The amount of wood that's available for use in the furniture and manufacturing business nowadays is more than doubled since 1960. Which the reason for that is because of the management. All the forest management have actually controlled. So for every tree they cut down, they typically will replace it with at least 2 trees, so that there is more resource available for future generations to come. Well, Tracy, if you want to take a walk on back here, we can take a look at some of the stuff that's in process. But as you can see, all this machinery is a lot of the equipment that I use during the process of making all these things. This one right here is called a planer, and the one over on the other side is a joiner. There's a chop saw and a sander, and back over there is a bandsaw. But here I can show you some of the things that we've got that are in process. I was explaining to you earlier how I take all the different woods and I cut it up into strips and I glue them together into different patterns. But it's basically how it works. All these different woods you can see They're all glued together into patterns before they are then cut up and glued back together again to create patterns. Sometimes I'll make things out of boards this size, or sometimes I'll glue these up even wider, glue a whole bunch of boards together to get a big plank of all different patterns and things. But yeah, these are all the woods from all over the world. I mean, I never knew that there was some of these different colors when I got into woodworking. I mean, these really deep reds and yellows and things, and some of them have pretty wild names too. You know, like this is a wood called wangi, and this is a wood that's called babinga, paduk, and yellowheart. I mean, sometimes some of the customers that we talk to just have a blast with talking about the different woods and the names and things of the woods that we use. But
especially
yeah.
kids. Little kids love saying babinga.
Yeah, say that 10 times real fast.
Babinga!
Yeah, and there's woods like panga panga, and I mean a lot of the really bright, colorful, a lot of character woods come from a lot of the southern climates, like South America and Africa is mainly where a lot of these woods come from. But they are all harvested very responsibly, as I was mentioning to you earlier. People think about chopping. This is another fact I heard about from one of my suppliers. People worry about chopping down the rainforest. Well, it's a very valid concern, but the true story is, one of my suppliers told me that 90% of the products that are taken out of the rainforest are used by locals as firewood.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's not really what people think. We're stripping the rainforest of a lot of things. A lot of these lumbers, these exotic lumbers, are known or grown on tree farms. I mean, they're grown intentionally to be harvested for things like the stuff that I do here. So.
Thank you for sharing that.
You're quite welcome.
That's such a interesting, intriguing idea that people can have these beautiful exotic woods right in their home as a focal point, as a collectible item, but without the guilt.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear that. Thank you.
So yeah, well, if you want to, we can take a walk over into the area where I got all the mills in process right now to show you some of the steps, or show you what they look like when they're all turned and put together and in the spraying process. You want to walk over there?
Yeah. It's
okay.
Interesting.